Assalamualaikum and good morning to Sir Safri and my beloved classmates. My name is Putra Darwish and today me and my group will present the film analysis assignment. Do enjoy. So, for the first scene, we took from a 2017 movie named Mom that was set up in India. This scene falls under the criminal law involving house trespass. The facts for this case are the woman, Devki, is disguising as the owner of the property by asking the locksmith to open the door with the reason of her forgetting the front door key. Next, she turned off the surveillance camera to destroy the evidence. Later, she put in deadly substances in the victim's supplement to kill him. In the end, the victim is paralyzed due to the poisoned supplement. Based on these facts, the issue that we obtained is whether Devki can be charged for house trespassing a property. The classification of law that is relatable with this scene is criminal and civil law. So, for the next part, it will be presented by my friend Raja.
The civil law is the law that resolves matter between individuals in organized matter, either in claiming or defending, such as business law and family law. The criminal law, however, focuses on punishing the wrongdoer and teaching the people a lesson about how to avoid committing crimes of the same kind in the future. This scene's issue is that under criminal law, as the woman committed a criminal offense, which is house trespassing. The trespassing and house trespassing are different, as trespass is a civil offense while house trespass is a criminal offense. This is because trespass involves simply entering on the land without the consent of the landowner and does not require a state of knowledge but only requires the act of entering. However, whoever commits criminal trespass by entering into or remaining in any building or any building used as a place of worship or place for the custody of property is said to commit house trespass. If this event occurred in Malaysia, then it is applicable under the section 452 for house trespass after preparation made for causing hurt to any person. Under this section, whoever commits house trespass having made preparation for causing hurt to any person, or for assaulting any person, or for wrongfully restraining any person, or for putting any person in fear of hurt, or for assault, or for wrongful restraint shall be punished with the imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. We can refer to this when Devki breaks into Charles' house to poison him with mixed crushed apple seeds, which is a source of cyanide, into his fitness powder and paralyze him.
Hi and good morning. My name is Siti Nurhanis Ina and today I will present a film analysis assignment. The second scene that we choose is from Malaysian movie Ombak Rindu. This movie was published on 2011. This movie falls into the Sharia and civil law. This story began with a girl named Izzah was sold off by her uncle to an entertainment club to become a prostitute. Then he met Haris. Haris bought Izzah to be his mistress, but Izzah asked him to marry her instead to legalize their relationship. To hide the marriage from Haris' mother, he decided to travel to Thailand to marry with Izzah. However, they never registered their marriage in Malaysia. The issue from this film is whether Haris and Izzah's marriage is valid under the Sharia law in Malaysia. The classification of law from this film is Sharia and civil law. Sharia law is the law that is applicable to particular state exclusively and solely imposed on Muslims in Malaysia with regard to family law problems such as morality, heritage, and marriage and divorce. Civil law is a law dealing with dispute and consent over personal rights and remedies between individual or between the government and its citizen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Noriana Amani and I will continue with the next part. The issue for this particular scene is under the Sharia law because the married couple is a Muslim couple and both of them are the citizens of Malaysia. The relevant law applicable to this case is Section 40 of Act 303 Islamic Family Law Federal Territory Act 1984, which is offences relating to the solemnization of marriage. This Act stated that all forms of marriage performed without the permission of Registrar of Marriage will become an offence and can be categorized as a non-conforming marriage procedure. As the marriage conducted is in violation of that provision, it is considered as a non-procedural marriage and punishment will be imposed on the couple. Haris and Izzah can be fined not more than 1,000 ringgit or jailed not more than 6 months or both at once. Haris and Izzah's marriage is valid under Hukum Syara. However, it is still a non-registered marriage in Malaysia. Unless both of them is a non-Muslim couple, then the issue will be settled under the civil law which is applicable with Act 164, Law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976.
Hi, my name is Atia Erdina and now we will proceed to the final scene which we took from the movie Hatiku di Kinabalu. In this scene, we can see that Christina was standing on the sidewalk when the documents flew to the middle of the road. Christina carelessly ran to the middle of the road and she crouched to pick up the documents that fell. Then, a lorry driver hit her and caused her to suffer great injuries. Christina was in a coma because of the severe injuries she suffered from the crash. The issue that arises from this case is that whether Christina has the right to sue the lorry driver under the damage from negligence when she wakes up from a coma. First, I will explain the classification of law. The pair of classification of law that we choose for this scene is civil law or criminal law. Civil law is the law that is concerned with private rights and remedies, while criminal law is law that deals with offences and punishments. In this case, the traffic accident that occurs between Christina and the lorry driver falls under the category of civil law. This is because if Christina decides to file a lawsuit against the lorry driver, it will be a claim under damages for negligence, which falls under the category of civil law. The main goal of civil law is to compensate the innocent party for the damage done. So, we will discuss whether Christina can claim compensation for the damages that she suffered. Here, we must note that Christina had put herself in a dangerous position which exposed her to unnecessary risk by crouching in the middle of the road to collect the documents.
Hello, my name is Shweta and I will be discussing on the other explanation and the relevant acts of this case. So the fact that Christina did not see the presence of the lorry and carelessly ran to the middle of the road shows that she was not aware and alert of her surroundings. Therefore, there was negligence on the part of the plaintiff. If a pedestrian crosses the road illegally and is hit, the pedestrian may be held contributory negligent and will not be entitled to pursue full compensation from the driver that hit her. The negligence on the driver's part was when they didn't notice Christina is in the middle of the road and didn't hit the brake before the crash happened. With all of the information that we have gathered, the following are the relevant acts of the case. The driver could be charged careless and inconsiderate driving. According to the Act Section 43 subsection 1, if the driver was charged with negligence, the Act states that he could face a fine of between 4,000 ringgit and 10,000 ringgit as well as imprisonment for a maximum of 12 months. Moving on to the next act, the validity of contributory negligence is also highlighted in Section 12 subsection 1 of the Civil Law Act 1956. To conclude, Christina, which is the pedestrian in this case, is proven to be partially liable. Therefore, Christina, who is contributory negligent in this case, could not claim the full extent of her injuries. For example, medical expenses and cost of care.